everyone. Welcome to All About the Joy. We're a little bit early, but we weren't here last week, so I missed my people.
Yeah.
So you would have been proud of me because I wanted to listen to Mary J. Blige, Sweet Thing. You know the song Sweet Thing? Don't you know you're my everything?
Love that song.
Her version is so good. You like that voice, huh, Rick? That was good. Right? I could carry a tune for like half a second. And then like, it's so bad. But I was listening to it and I said, let me see if I can show it on screen. And so I was playing with it. And what I realized is if I'm in a different browser, so like right now I'm in Firefox, and then if I put it on Chrome and then do it, then it makes sense to me.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, because then I can actually see on the bottom what you guys are seeing on the screen. So I think that was always what the problem is I couldn't understand what was happening. Hey, I have a lot of talents. Okay. Sometimes there are things I don't get easily is all I'm saying. So how you guys been? I missed you last week.
Yeah. I felt like so lost.
You know what? I got a couple emails. People were like, aren't you on? What's going on? I can't see you. Are you not on Facebook? I was like, okay, it's not all that. I mean, I appreciate the love, but I was like, but Rick, I saw that you were having issues one day. Did you end up not going on? I have a feeling you went on. I saw something that said you were having some issues with your internet or something.
Oh, we lost power actually. Like maybe 4 o'clock-ish, I think. Well, at one point it went out and then like not even a minute and it came back. And then all of a sudden later, like 4 o'clock here, my time, it went out and didn't come back. And I was like, so I texted my boss. I was like, we just lost power. And I went to the neighbors, like, do you have power? No, nobody down the street got power. I was like, oh, okay. So, hey, Tony.
Tony just texted me. That's it. Tony, we got you, baby. You don't have to worry about it. He's like, I'm going to need a minute. I'm like, well, you're not going to get paid then, baby. Tony, we appreciate you. Take your time. You don't have to jump on, but whatever you want to do. Sorry, that's who texted me. Let me just turn this down because that was very loud. I didn't mean for it to be rude, but I invited some people. So I want to make sure that they could reach me. Okay, go ahead, Rick. My apologies.
So then, hey, Melanie.
Hi, Melanie. I missed you. Hi, Melanie.
So 4 o'clock, no power. And I was like, oh, Lord, please come back before 6 o'clock when I broadcast. And I'm on my phone. I have the app for the electric company. And they're like, outage due to maintenance. I was like, so you knew this was coming and you couldn't warn somehow?
Okay, wait. For people who don't know, people who are listening, and now we do have some viewers, so I appreciate it. But Rick has been broadcasting live for 8 years straight, not missing a day. So this is why, people are like, why? What's the big deal? Like he missed a day. He's never missed a day. So that's why this is a big deal. Go ahead, baby.
So the app said it would be coming on at 7:45. I was like, oh, well, I guess it's going to be a later broadcast today. Well, and I work till 5:30.
Okay.
And so in the meantime, like we ain't got no power, can't watch no TV, and I thought, oh, I got my tablet, and I think I got some movies on the tablet. So me and Mom watched a movie for, the whole time the power was out. 5:32, 2 minutes after my work is done, boom, the power came back on. I was like, oh, the broadcast is on, and I got a vacation from work.
Right. Okay. So you usually, so that is that's the blessing, vacation from work. But you usually broadcast at what time during the day?
6 p.m. Eastern time, which is
3 o'clock my time. Yeah. That's why sometimes I can't catch. I try to, if I'm in between clients, or if I go to one of my clients and they leave, I'll try to go on quickly and see you or whatever. But he broadcasts every day, Monday through Friday, right? Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep, 3 p.m.
And it is a faith-based. Is that the right way to say it? Christian.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Christian broadcast. And I look at, he knows I never promote his show or whatever because I don't promote other people's show, but I am today. Because,
all right.
we move on. And this was an interesting story. And I don't want people to misunderstand why I'm making it a big deal. Because when I saw that, I was like, I'm like, but I'm so busy. I can't even say nothing. So like 2 days later, I was like, did you go on or something? Did you get my message?
When that same day?
I sent you a message. Did you go on? Yeah.
You must have.
You must have responded. You always respond to me.
Yeah, you always respond. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Rick, that fire that's on, that was on the highway in Connecticut, was that near you?
I didn't even know about this. Fire?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not laughing, but
there was
like when people call me about a mudslide that's 6 hours from me. I'm fine.
There was an oil tanker that crashed and exploded on 95 near Norwalk, I think. Something like that. And they had to shut down 95 for hours.
Wow. Yeah, 95
Cynthia is such a good friend. She thought she would wait till the show to ask you okay. You know what I mean? Because that's what a good friend does.
Everybody knows I work from home and I don't go nowhere, so we're good.
Well, here's the thing that kills me sometimes is like something will happen. Anything that happens in California, I'll get a text. But actually, when something happened here, like in Santa Monica, California, nobody reached out. Rick, I think you
I
like,
did. I know I did, because I went back. I was like, wait a minute. Yes, I did.
I was the only one.
I think I reached out maybe 2 hours later.
I know, it's just so funny. Cynthia, how was your week? Your 2 weeks? How have you been?
It's been hell.
Ooh.
Hell at work.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your husband. I was like, give us the tea.
Oh, no, God, no.
I'm kidding.
Home's been fine.
So what's going on at work?
Oh, my God. It's just like, I swear it was like a full moon every day, because we were just feeling the effects at work, just all the crazies coming in. I actually had to help this woman, yesterday, because she kind of passed out in our waiting room, and I had to get a nurse.
Kind of pass out? How do you?
She was kind of in and out of consciousness. She didn't fully pass out.
Hey,
Donald.
So we had to run and get a nurse and call the ambulance and all this stuff. So,
but isn't that okay? I say this respectfully, but isn't that what you normally do? You work in the hospital.
Well, yeah, but it's not like it happens every day.
I'm just saying it would be really weird if it happened at my office, which is production office. That'd be weird. But I'm like, so you don't. She was sick though, right?
She wasn't sick. She came in and had a procedure done, and she wasn't supposed to leave the exam room. No.
You don't work for a plastic surgeon, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm just.
Do they ever have to use smelling salts, or they don't do that?
No, actually, we haven't. We haven't yet, actually.
Do we still do that? We still do that?
Some people, they still have them.
I feel like that's so 1920s. I don't know.
Whatever they'll use whatever to wake them up.
Somebody said something to me the other day, and it was today. One of my clients said to me, and I'm going to ask you guys this because he said it like 3 times when we were on the phone. There was like a little panic thing, and he was like, one hand in the bush and something with a bird, and I was like,
oh yeah,
there's some weird saying, and he's like, if you do the bird in the bush. I have no idea what he was talking about, but you guys are
like a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
I think
like that.
Okay. So I said to him, what does it mean? And he was just so frustrated with me. God love him, because he's the coolest guy. But I was like, he's like, forget it. I'll just explain it some other way. But it will not get out of my head. What does it mean?
I honestly don't know.
Rick, but you guys have heard.
I've definitely heard of that. Donald just had surgery. He said bladder cancer surgery. But the doctor got it all, but still in pain. Okay.
Oh my God. They just had bladder surgery.
Well, thank God he got it all.
Yeah. Oh, Milton. Are you not calling him Milton anymore? Okay, Donald. I don't know. What, Cynthia?
No, I said speedy recovery.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and blessings. But okay, so I keep calling Donald Milton because when I knew him back at HAPS, he was Milton, but I think he's just going by Donald now. So Donald, I'm so sorry. It's weird for me to call him Donald though. Like I can't vision it that way. That's so weird. But I'm so sorry, but I'm glad that you're doing better and that they got it all out. And I know you're in pain, but you're gonna feel better soon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the blessings of technology. And I just realized as I'm saying blessings, I think he's the last person I should be saying religious stuff to. But you know where I'm coming from.
I just typed in bird, bush, hand, and it brought it up. A bird in a hand is worth 2 in the bush means having something for certain is better than the possibility of getting something better.
Okay, wait, say it again. Okay, wait. What is the saying? So we get it. What is the saying?
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Okay, a bird in the hand.
So you actually have
logic. Okay.
You actually have it right now in your hand.
Okay.
If you're trying to get 2 in the bush, you may get it, you may not get it, but you know you have for certain the thing in your hand.
Okay, here's my question. Why are we trying to capture a bird in our hand? I'm just okay. Am I crazy? Because I don't even understand.
I think you're just reading too much into it.
Look at all these sayings come from somewhere, right? But I was like, I couldn't but that is what he said. A bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush.
In the bush.
It's worth more than 2.
What is it?
A bird in the hand is worth 2. Well, bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. That's what it says here.
Okay, so my problem is, why would you I would say a quarter in your hand is better than 2 in your wallet or 2 on the street or something. I don't understand the bird part. I'm sorry. Hey, I don't get it. I need logic.
Just think of it this way. Birds fly away. They're not easy to catch. So if it's in your hand.
Okay, but Cynthia, why would you want to catch a bird?
It's just a phrase.
I know. I didn't understand. But okay, I get it. So that's what you're trying to tell me.
A sneaker on the foot is better than 2 dangling from the electric pole. I don't know.
Okay, see, that still makes more sense to me. It does, though. It makes much more sense. I'm not trying to be silly, but I think sometimes, especially my clients, and I only work for people I like, and I feel so blessed that I can make those choices. You know what I mean? But I can see the frustration when I don't get some of these kind of old-fashioned things. And the thing is, I just say it straight up. I'm like, I don't know what you mean. Can you explain it to me? And I think they think like I'm so dumb. And yet they respect me because they know the work I do. You know what I mean? But then something like that happens and he just got so frustrated. Now I get it. A bird in the hand is better than two in the bush.
One time, an old boss at a different place I worked at, she said at somebody's health, she was doing really, really bad. And she said, yeah, she got 1 foot in a banana peel. I was like, what? I didn't know what that meant. She goes, 1 foot in a banana peel is like, you getting ready to go. Like, you're going to die. I'm like, who came up with that? What?
Right. When you fall on a banana peel, you die?
She said she got 1 foot in a banana peel. I mean, she about ready to go. I don't know who made that up.
I would understand it if she said 1 foot in the grave or,
yeah,
but.
Okay, but you over here defending the bird in the bush. So I don't know why you over here. It's just a saying, Cynthia.
And Cynthia had to bring it back to dead bodies again.
It's always about Cynthia on this show. Always. That's funny. What are some other? I don't think I say sayings. Do you guys say a lot of quotes? I don't think I do. I try to say quotes, but then it doesn't work out very well, and then I just let it go. Like I try to come up with some important, like parables or something, and then I just mess it up all the time. So I try not to. Yeah, Rich Love.
I'm trying to think. I can't think right now. I probably do.
Quote people all the time. That I do pretty well. Like actually quoting people. Like what was a quote I used this past weekend on a blog post I wrote? People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. And that is from who? Maya Angelou. That's right. So I just quoted that this weekend, and it's not verbatim, but that is the gist of it. I might have added a few words in there, but it is the gist, So
there was a quote that I heard this week, actually, that said, if your plan doesn't work, change the plan, never the goal.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, though that's exhausting though too, because I'm kind of overdoing that as well. Like, so let me try a different perspective. You know what I mean? It's like, let it go. Just forget about the dream. You know what I mean? Like, just.
I like all my life I had to fight. No, just kidding. That's
okay, but that's Color Purple.
I know.
That's so funny that's one of the quotes that you guys quote all the time. That's not the one I quote. You know the one I quote, right? I might be poor, black. I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here. And I'm sure I messed that up too, but that's my number one movie. My favorite movie. Mario said it was his favorite movie too, which I find that interesting because I've never heard anyone else say that Color Purple was their favorite number one movie.
Another favorite part of mine is she said, "Well, I didn't ask you for nothing, not even your sovereign hand of marriage."
Yeah. Hey. All right, Rick is putting on his acting today. I liked the original movie, the Steven Spielberg version, more now that we've moved on from all the awards and stuff. I loved the original, but maybe I'm biased. How did you feel about it? Cynthia, did you see the remake, which is really more of the musical movie, Color Purple?
Yeah, I like the original.
But did you see the one with?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I did. What about you, Rick? Did you see the new one?
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, you cannot speak on it then.
Cannot.
You cannot speak on it.
I heard people liked it.
Oh no, I thought it was really well done. I thought it was magnificent, but I'm always going to be biased. You know what I mean? But I also think it's just a different, because it is different. It's not the same story. So yeah, anyways, we don't need to go down that route. But I will ask you this. What have you guys been watching? Television or movie wise? Anything?
I found this sci-fi show called Beacon 23. It's like sci-fi.
Is it old?
It's on right now. It's brand new. It's on right now. It's current.
On what?
I don't remember. But basically there's like these space stations way, way deep in space, and there's this drama. I don't know. Doesn't sound like it's great, but when you watch it, you're like, yo, what's going on here? All this weird mystery stuff is like, wait, what's that thing out in space? What is that? So it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
Well, X-Men 97, that's the show. That's the show.
I still haven't started watching it.
Everybody's like, okay, we know we said Marvel's dead, but Marvel's back. Like, it's
wait, I think Marvel's back because I saw the trailer of Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. I was like, that is so good. I haven't watched it. So X-Men has a series, a show on Disney or something.
It's a continuation of the old Fox cartoon and baby.
Oh, animation. I can't do it. Is it animation?
It is, but baby is so good. Oh, it can be soap opera-ish, but it's good though.
It's a cartoon? I shouldn't say that. It's a cartoon.
It's an animation. Okay. I was told to say animation.
You're not supposed to say cartoon, right? And I, who worked at a motion graphics company, who worked with a whole bunch of animators, that's where I met Joel. Joel worked with, did all that stuff. God, if you ever said cartoon, I would get my head cut off. But okay, so I don't think I'm ever going to watch it, but Cynthia, you're going to watch it, so that's weird.
Yeah, because I used to watch the cartoon back in the days.
Oh, then you'll like it. You'll definitely like it. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, where is it on the realm of Marvel movies like Endgame?
Some people.
I didn't say some people. I said you.
Endgame. Let me say what some people say. Some people literally are saying this is better than Endgame. I was like, whoa. That's pretty high up there. But am I enjoying the crap out of it? I sure am.
How many episodes is it?
So this is number 8 that came on yesterday.
Okay, you can watch it just this. You can watch these 1 through 8
week
episodes.
To week. There's 2 more. No, you don't have to even watch the old ones. Everybody that I've seen a lot of reviews, and some people.
I'm over here pretending. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't even have time. Like I just got home an hour ago.
It's not even a half an hour each, but yeah, they're really good.
I will say, okay, wait, Cynthia, are you watching anything that we should know about?
No, right now I'm waiting for my shows to come back, so I've just been watching.
What shows?
911.
Okay, wait, stop. Okay, stop right there with 911. Is 911 the show with Miss Angela Bassett?
Yes.
And that fine ass guy, and I see them kissing and whatever. What is happening there? There's like I've never seen that show, but I keep seeing the plug for it.
Amazing.
I haven't seen it.
Amazing. And they have another one, 911 Lone Star with Rob Lowe, who is the main guy. He's the captain. That one's really good too.
Yeah, no. So I haven't. Okay, so Lone Star is on what?
It's on ABC now.
And what's
911 is on ABC. The Lone Star, the new season hasn't come out yet, and it's still on Fox.
Okay, but 911. Okay, my speaker. I have to buy new speakers.
Speaking of buying things, did Tony ever get a mic? Because I just saw a deal for the one I have. Are you saying it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you don't need to know this then. Okay.
Just you want to share that you sent a mic to anybody. He has a mic. We heard through the grapevine. I did the same thing. I was like, Cynthia, do you know anything? I'll reimburse you. But look at. I mean, does he use it? We don't know. Has he used it?
He got it. They get it.
I don't know. Cynthia's like, Did you drop it off at his house? I'm going to start issues. Are you and Tony like best friends and everything?
Yeah. I have a package here from it says "Stalkers Are Us." Are you Tony?
Look at Tony, you're all a mess.
It's from All About the Joy.
Oh, shit, don't get me involved in that. I was going to just send that motherfucking money through Venmo. Okay, I was like, buy this here. You know what I mean? But I know that's so funny. So you dropped it off at his house, so you know it works. I'm sorry, it's just kind of funny. So okay, let me tell you something. So I've been we can talk about this now because y'all know I've already written all about the bed bug fiasco from Aruba. So I did a podcast about it. It's on my blog post. I spent $83 sending these 2 letters to Aruba's public health minister or whatever it is, and the consulate, and now I'm done. So, but the reason why I'm saying this is because on top of my clients, so I now have only 4 clients. I got rid of one because I'm helping a different client with a couple things. I've been so tired. You guys know we had drama with one of my clients that one employee hit another employee. And then one of my other clients had to let go of someone. So that's just a mess when that happens anyways. And then what else I was dealing with secretly was this whole bed bug thing. And I'd gotten bitten so much. And it is just like in the past week or so that my skin has come back to normal. And so I say all this because I don't want to say stressed out, because I think we all have levels of that. If you have any kind of life at all, like any kind of life at all, or you just have a job that you hate, you have stress, you know what I mean? But I've been coming home, and I used to watch this show all the time, NCIS. Do you guys know this show? With Mark Harmon and so I'll tell you why I started watching the show a long time ago. When I first came to LA, this is such a long-winded, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of cool. I came to LA, I had to get my primary doctor, and I always stick with my primary doctor. No matter what healthcare insurance I have, once I find one, I keep it, right? So my healthcare person at the time ended up leaving the state, and she referred me to a different person that happened to be Michael Weatherly's wife. She's a doctor. Now, Michael Weatherly is on the show NCIS. But it's not like she advertises it. It's just, me, Cynthia. I research everything and everybody. Like, you're going to be in my life. I need to know everything about you. You know what I mean? So I was like, she married to Michael Weatherly. I was like, let me see who this actor is. So I started watching NCIS. It's actually a really good show, but then I just stopped watching it or whatever. And for whatever reason, because I've been so stressed out, they have all the repeats. What do you call them? Reruns.
Yeah.
And I've been watching it thinking, I'll just put this in the background. Like you do the Golden Girls. You put it in the background and you just fall asleep. But no, I have to watch every episode to see what happens. So I've been also not able to sleep because I will stay up. And here's the worst part, because it's on reruns, like the next episode, like when they're doing the credits, the next episode starts. Yeah. I was up one night. I watched I was supposed to go to bed and wake up and then go to work. I watched like, I don't know, 6 or 7 episodes back to back. Didn't go to sleep at all.
That actually happened to me last week, but because the guy that wrote the X-Men animation, he said, if you want to prepare for what's coming, I'm gonna recommend you watch the old show and these particular episodes. And I think there was like 5 of them. I said, oh no, it's really late. Let me just watch one. Nope, I watched them all, and then I went to sleep.
You can never just watch one.
You can't. I mean, I think there's something to be said for having a weekly show that you have to watch every week, but there is something to this kind of binge thing. But I've never been a binge person. But this is what binging is, I guess. This is.
I heard about
the only time I really binged watched something was Game of Thrones, and I watched all 8 seasons in 1 week.
No,
I literally binge watched it.
Wow.
Okay, I've never seen Game of Thrones. I know, Cynthia. I watched the first episode 10 minutes, and I was out because too much violence for me.
So each season has like 20 episodes.
Wait. You watched Game of Thrones, Rick?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't think you would either. Okay, look at Cynthia. Yeah. Wait, I'm trying to figure out why Tony is over. Tony, just come on. Are we going to have to delete you? No, I can't do that.
I want to see how the new microphone works.
Yeah, we want to see the microphone that Cynthia made for you and sent to you in a beautiful box with other presents and stuff.
And she put some peach schnapps in there too.
That's so wrong. No, why does he say we got to talk? Oh, because he's going to talk about X-Men with you?
Probably. Yeah.
I thought you know what? Maybe he's on right now with, what's his name?
Ted?
They said they were going to go on earlier. That's probably what happened.
Can I use the bathroom?
You know, that's nasty. You're one of those people who are using your cell phone in the bathroom. That's nasty. I don't do that. Do you guys do that? I hate when you go into a public bathroom and somebody's in the stall and they're talking while they're sitting. That's just, I've never seen that.
I was in a public bathroom one day, right? The girl in the stall next to me is on her phone, and then she's video chatting with someone and drops her phone.
No.
And it's basically like in between both of the stalls. I said, are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's disgusting.
I got out of there so fast.
Okay, that's just bad manners. Okay, Melanie just said I can't binge watch more than 6 episodes in one sitting. Yeah, I didn't realize I was doing it. I thought it would put me to sleep, but it didn't. And now I'm all in it. There's like 22 seasons or something of NCIS. Whoa. It's not like 6 seasons. It's like 20. It's like, I don't know. They just had their 1,000. I don't know. Anyways, it's just so funny that I'm watching.
When you get into it, you just keep going.
But you know what? You had said once that it was about comfort. Remember we were talking about Stargate SG-1 and I couldn't stop watching. I was watching it over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I agreed with you to a certain extent that it was a comfort thing. But I think it's something else. I think I like watching the storyline over and over and over again. And here's why. I tried to watch Stargate SG-1 the other day because it was one of my favorite episodes. And I was like, I'm not in the mood anymore. I know every single word. I know everything. I know what the lighting is. I know everything. So I think I like to overanalyze the shows. But NCIS, I just never really watched them all. And so now I'm just in it. But it's just so funny because I like as if I have some connection to Michael Weatherly. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't.
Are you the doctor to the stars?
I said I do that when I watch Friends. Like I see all the like things the editors miss. It's so
funny. Yeah. Oh, really? There's a lot of things in Friends?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean, like props? You mean not editors?
Props and like the sound person. You'll see their legs in one corner. Yeah, like.
Are you sure? Really?
See the microphone above a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I guess that would make sense. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't look at it that thoroughly. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't see it that thoroughly. Is it because you've seen Friends so many times or something?
Yeah.
I can't watch that show. I don't know.
There's people that are on YouTube that have literally made whole videos of all mistakes or bloopers or whatever on TV shows. Like not even just bloopers, but like literally mistakes, even animations. Like they were showing like the old super. I'm going back to that.
Back in the day. You can say cartoon.
This guy, he analyzed the Super Friends when we were kids, the Super Friends cartoon with Superman.
Oh, that's not even fair. It's different technology.
And he was like, and here it's Superman's mouth talking, but it's Batman's voice. I'm like, oh man, okay, you really found all these things.
Okay. Yeah. There's some people who don't seem to have a lot to do. They have a lot of time to spare, I should say. So, you know, more power to them. And they're probably making money off of it. So bravo. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to analyze it that much. I just think I like I don't know, because I tried to watch Stargate SG-1, which is a show I absolutely love. And I thought like, and I used to love, I mean, I do love X-Files, but I don't want to sit through watching every episode. Like I'll watch once in a while, but I don't want to watch ones that I know back and forward anymore. You know what I mean? I can't believe I loved X-Files because it's really a scary show. And I know it's not horror, but it's not Star Trek Next Generation or Stargate SG-1 where it wraps up nicely. You know what I mean? But X-Files is scary.
Yeah, and what I like about it too is it's very layered. It's like, okay, this is the story, but there's also this story going on, and there's also this long story going on, and you don't find out the answer to that till way later. So
wait, Cynthia, did you watch X-Files?
I did.
Okay, she's like, that is not scary. It's psychologically, there's a difference, right? There's psychological terror. And that's what I didn't, I realized it because I was like, oh my God. But I will say this, that was also when I was younger, and my hormones for Mr. David Duchovny, there's no doubt that me and Fox Mulder were going to get married. I was going to beat the shit out of Scully. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was like, but I loved Scully too. Like, she was my hero. You know what I mean? But I was like, that's my
Karma's like, the truth is out there, baby. I'm right here. Hello.
Honey, I am your alien. Okay. I mean, so I know, but so now when I watch it, I'm just like, oh, I can't believe it's just not my show. And I do this. Like I still do that. Like trying to open, like, because my hands are going to protect me from something horrible. You know what I mean? But
that's so funny.
It's so weird, man. What are you guys doing this week? You have anything planned for the weekend? Anything fabulous?
Scrapbooking on Sunday.
What?
Scrapbooking on Sunday.
I can tell you what I thought you said. Nope. But I was going to be like, please don't talk like that again on my show.
Oh, Tony got his son.
Okay, well, that's good. Why is he not just coming on the show? Okay, don't come on the show.
Speaking of sons,
what are you doing?
Next Wednesday is my son's official graduation. He is going to officially be Dr. Costa, the first doctor in my family for physical therapy.
Yay!
Yeah. So proud.
Okay, wait. How do you do the don't I have sounds? I guess it's too late now. I should have thought.
No.
But don't we have sounds we can do?
Do you? I don't know.
I think I do. Wait, let's see if we could oh no, it's music. I think I have sounds somewhere.
Oh, music, yeah. We do music, yeah.
We don't have sound somewhere?
Sound effects? Nah.
Really?
If I was using my mixer, I could do that, but I'm not using it.
I thought I had sound somewhere. Okay, it's just okay. Oh, you know what it is? It's on my editing thing. That's what I'm confusing.
Okay.
On my editing, I have like all the clapping. But oh my God, that's so great. Mario's daughter Marissa just graduated from Pepperdine this weekend too.
I saw that. Yeah.
So amazing. Yeah, that is kind of cool, huh? I don't know. I really am glad I don't have children. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just throwing that out there as a thing. I don't know if I could now let them go. Like, do you let them go now, parents?
You kick them out.
I don't know. Do you? Gary Vee was talking about that today. I was watching a TikTok of his, and he was saying, don't quote me on this, but he was saying something to the effect of, we've made a lot of mistakes parenting our children because we keep trying to take care of them. We created eighth place trophies. We've coddled them so much. And then you can't throw them out because they haven't learned it. He said it like this. He said, if a zebra grows up in a zoo, chilling, learning everything in a zoo, and then you throw him into, the jungle. Mm-hmm. He literally said his ass is going to be eaten within 10 minutes because he hasn't learned how to survive in the jungle. I was like,
right.
That's a good way to put it.
But he's not lying. So I feel like he was saying that about parenting. And, I don't think he has no children. So he's not wrong, but I'm always like, let me step back because I'm not a parent. But
I've heard, and I think this is not just that aspect, but also financial. There's more people living with their parents now than ever before, apparently. That's what I've heard.
But people keep saying to me, because that's what they say, it's so expensive. But you know what? It's always been expensive. It's expensive now too, but it's always been expensive.
Yeah, but I think at some point it just became where, yes, in the past it was expensive, but your pay was kind of even and out. Now it's like your pay is staying the same, but everything else is up here. So you really can't afford it now. Same with food. Everything's gone up, but your pay is remaining the same.
So I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say, I think, I'm not going to get into economics here and politics, but I think there's a lot of bullshit going through the system here because actually the economy is doing extremely well. There are a lot of jobs out there. The economy's that's what I'm saying, right? Like there's a lot of stuff that we put in. And here's my thing. The answer isn't then don't try. Like, it's never been easy to buy a house. And I've heard so many people who are like, it's so hard. I can't buy it. They're 26 years old. I'm like, I don't know anybody who graduated from college and the following year bought a house. You know, like, I don't know anybody who's done that unless you are one of my clients' children. You know what I mean? Who are given a house or given a trust fund at 21. So again, look, I don't have parents, but I had parents. I don't have children. I think from my perspective, there's a lot of whining going on, and then a lot of coddling by parents because that's what you've been doing. You came in 5th. That's great. You got a trophy. We're going to celebrate. There's nothing wrong with that, but there is. You know what I mean? I think there is. I have to find that thing now that he did, because it would be so much better if I could find it. But talk amongst yourselves while I look for it.
And I've always said your job as a parent is to prepare your kid for the world. The world does not give a crap about you. They don't think you're super duper special and deserve awards. They don't care. They don't know who you are.
Okay,
so
wait.
You gotta get them ready for that.
I think I found it.
You can't have grit if mommy and daddy give you money. They say, Gary, I'm struggling. I need grit for my kid, did this, that. And I'm like, stop giving them money. The people that just laughed and clapped are still putting them on the payroll. This is the jungle. And right now, parenting and modern parenting is creating zoo animals. We're caging them and protecting them. I don't know if you know what happened back in the day with zoos. They would run animals and then they would put them back in the wild. Those animals died within the first day. Because if you're a zebra chilling in the Bronx Zoo, and then they put you out there in Africa, a lion is eating your ass within a day. We overcoddle. We've eliminated merit. Our society, well-intended, decided to invent crazy stuff like 8th place trophies. And so we've lost our way out of good intent. Because let me tell you a dirty secret, parents that are putting kids on payroll. I'm getting the DMs also from the 25-year-olds. And here's the insight that is not being talked about in public. A 25-year-old that has their parents paying for their lifestyle is subconsciously and now starting to consciously understand that their parent doesn't think they're capable of. You think you're helping, but you're creating levels of insecurity. And so these are complicated matters. I get it. When you love something more than breathing and yourself, of course you're going to do. But there's a reason that we talk about grit. It's because it's going away, because it's really frothy out there.
Okay, wait a second. Let me see if I can do this. Oh my God. I'm awesome. I'm so proud of myself. It only took me a year. Woo, woo, woo. Isn't that good though? You see his point?
Yeah, because it's like, you got to get him ready for real life. Like he said, 8th place trophy. You don't get no 8th place best employee award. That doesn't exist. We got to be real. Come on. Well,
but you know what? I think it's even a bigger thing than that. I think it's not learning how to fail. So if you don't know what it feels like to be rejected over and over and over again, and you don't build up some type of strength against it every time, because you learn, right? You learn something every time you fail or get rejected. You learn what that feeling is. You get a little bit used to it. It doesn't devastate you to the extent that you can't function. Right. And even a lot of people I work with who are younger people, who are Gen Z, and I have to say, I love Gen Z people. I am really sick and tired of millennials. Sorry. I'm so tired of millennials. And I think that's part of the generation, that millennial Gen Z part right there, where this is becoming a much bigger issue, where they cannot, did I not turn this off? Okay.
No, I'm hearing a horn. I think somebody's beeping outside my window.
Oh, your window. I'm like, what? Did I leave this on? I'm like, I'm so proud of myself. But like this kind of inability to fail, or this inability to be rejected, or to lose your job, or to lose your boyfriend, or like just not being able to get a house because your credit isn't good enough. Like I have a friend whose son is just like, I don't know what the word is. I'll just say decimated, because they didn't on their first try get a loan to buy the house that they wanted. You know what I mean? Like in their 20s, late 20s. I'm like, dude, welcome to the club. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, but he's going to meet with a therapist because he's so devastated. And I'm like, okay, that's really good. But that's why he has to meet with a therapist, because he didn't learn it growing up, because he didn't have to do anything to get everything else he needed and wanted. And whining seems to be where we're at in this country. If you don't get what you want, you whine about it. And then if no one gives a shit, then you get a gun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but I wish I was being funny, but the truth is that's where we're at, right? Can't fail, can't be rejected, can't be unseen. I can't tell you how for the longest time I was never seen. Like, what does that even mean? People don't see me. I'm like, nobody saw me when I was a kid. No one gave a shit. You know what I mean? Like you fucking struggle anyways. You keep going, you move through it,
Yeah.
but
My mom had a friend that her son, he was on drugs, he was in and out of jail, and every time he needed anything, she always bailed him out. I'm like, he's never gonna learn. And to this day, still has not learned. He keeps getting in trouble. She keeps bailing him out. I'm like, when you die, he's really gonna be screwed because there's gonna be nobody to bail him out.
Yeah. I think the whole drug thing is a whole other ballgame, right? I mean, that's an addiction. And I don't know, that's a whole other ballgame, but you're right. I mean, just saying what the stuff that Gary's talking about. And again, I'm not a parent for a reason because I think it's hard. I'm not, I was not confused by that. I knew that a long time ago that I did not want to be a parent, so. But Cynthia, what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I don't have any of my own. I have 2 stepchildren, but it's the same thing. Like, you got to prepare them when they're young for the real world because it is not pretty. It's not. I mean,
but the real world is pretty, but not when you can't handle the bad stuff, right? You don't think the world is not pretty. I think the world's pretty. What?
I don't think it's pretty. Some of the people in it are not pretty. How about that?
How about replacing the word world with society? Would that be better? No? Narrow it down a little bit, because at least some parts of the world is probably good, but society can suck sometimes.
Oh my God, we're going to be on for 2 hours because I'm going to scream. No, I'm just kidding. So this is where I'm going to I have to say this. I actually think life, the world, our country specifically, whatever, is doing what it does. Like, the economy's good, the economy's bad, politics is terrible, politics is good, whatever, jobs are great, work sucks, work is great. There's joy. This idea that life is blissful all the time is the problem. You can't be happy all the time. But like, even with all the drama going on in my life in the past few weeks, month or whatever, I still am a very positive person. I have faith in people. God knows in politics, I want to shoot some people. You know what I mean? Like, and I am very political. Don't get it twisted. I really, really am. But I still have faith in us as human beings. Like, I actually think life is mostly, from my point of view, good and a blessing. And I see there are ebbs and flows, but when I think about millennials and I think about people who are just constantly, I don't want to say angry, but like negative or whatever, that's what I fear, is never being able to see joy in things, like, yeah, I think the world is good, Cynthia. I think it's sad. You're such a happy person. Like,
I don't think people wake up and say, let me see whose life I can screw up today. Like, I don't think people are like that generally.
I don't either. I don't think people I do think we're self-absorbed. I do think we're coddling children too much. I think we're feeding into negativity all the time. I'm telling you, it's hard for me too. Whenever I hear someone who's in their 20s complaining, I just can't believe how hard it is. I mean, I have to live with my mom and dad, and it's just terrible. And they, and I'm just trying to get, and I'm like, bitch, you got a mom and dad. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's so hard for me because they don't know who they're talking to. And and that's what I'm saying. It's not just me though. Everybody has a story. We all have something we can't complain about and play victim to, right? Another quote I always say, and I did not make this up, but I don't know who to give credit to, but it's really easy to be a good and decent person when things are easy. That's motherfucking easy to do. But who are you when things are hard? That's what I want to know. Who are you when things are difficult? I think it comes from Harry Potter. I think it's Dumbledore. I do. I think it's when. Did you guys see Harry Potter? You guys
a long time ago.
Okay, so do you remember? I think it's in the Sorcerer. No, not the first one. When's the one with the bathrooms? Remember when? Okay, it doesn't matter. Harry Potter goes down into the tunnels or whatever, and
Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets, and not the parrot? The thing. Not, what is the phoenix? The parrot. Like, in the ghetto version, it's the parrot. And the phoenix comes and saves him or whatever. And Dumbledore says to him something like, he doesn't go out for just anyone. You must have basically had my back or whatever, you know? And I think Dumbledore says something, because I think that's where I got it from. I have to look it up. But I think he says something like that. Like,
something like he appears when you need him the most. Something like that.
But that's the saber or the whatever it is from Hogwarts. That's the...
Oh, okay.
But it's that same moment. And he says this thing where he says, it's not who you are when I'm not around. It's who you are when I'm not around. And that's why the phoenix comes in. That's not how she wrote it, because she wrote it was but that's kind of the thing. Like, that's why the phoenix came, because it knew. Something like that. Well, I'll have to get the right verbiage. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, I have rewritten it and made it part of my motto, which is basically, it's really easy to be a good and decent person when things are easy. But who are you when a homeless person walks across your path and asks you for money? Do you become the crazy motherfucking bitch that you really are? You know what I mean? Who are you when you lose your job? Are you calm and cool and try to look at all perspectives, or do you, panic? And I mean, I'm not saying that I'm always fine or whatever, but it's like you learn, you grow, you move, I had a client the other day, it was like a few months ago, who lost so much money. They made a bad investment. They lost so much money. And I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I was like, it's going to be a day. I was like, okay. Ooh, okay. And I went in and he was like, hey, what's up, Carmen? How you doing? I'm like, I was so confused. He was like, I wouldn't have used it. He said, I wouldn't have invested it if I didn't think I might have lost it. And that never dawned on me that might have been a perspective. You know what I mean? That he would have.
That's the smart thing to do. Yeah.
That's right. You don't want to put your money in the guy. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he wanted to lose it. It was a lot of money. Even for him, it was a lot of money. But I think but it's kind of like what kicked in for him. I'm not homeless. I still have all my homes and my cars, and I still have you know what I mean? Like, I think it kicked in for him. And so this was his way of kind of self-medicating from the sadness of the wound. But that shows you who he is when a disaster happens, So
yeah, there was a video I think I posted on my Facebook of a guy that brought a homeless guy to church with him. He's like, hey, you want to come to my church? He's like, oh, okay, whatever. So he did. But the guy, as the pastor's preaching, kept swearing barely. So he's like,
wait, who's swearing? The pastor?
The homeless guy. No, the homeless guy.
Oh, did he have like Tourette's or something?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, he was just. Okay,
so how people are like, amen. He'd be like, F yeah, whatever, like something like that.
Oh.
And so they're like, yeah, we don't talk like that here. Anyway, long story short, he goes, come here, and he brought the guy up. And he just let him tell the story, and people brought money to give to him. I was like, oh, see, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do.
So the pastor brought him up and had him tell his story or whatever. And see, that is how you're supposed to do it. And I mean, he swore or whatever, but I think people are starting to get a different idea about swearing. Swearing is not always a bad thing. It's just sometimes the only way you can express yourself in your verbiage or in your whatever, And it seems like it worked out because people understood him once he got up there and said his story, right? Yeah. He just wanted to be heard, like in a real way, not in the millennial way. Like, oh my God. I'm not just dissing millennials. I'm just having the worst time with millennials right now. I don't know what it is. Do you guys have issues with generational people? Is it just me?
I don't know that I look at it that way, to be honest.
Cynthia, are you a millennial? You're a millennial.
I'm a Gen X.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm Gen X. Yeah. Like everybody wants to be Gen X. I'm always wary. You know what I mean? But you're Gen X, Rick, right? Yeah. You're a Gen X.
54.
Yeah. You're younger than me. I mean, you're older than me. It's all right. I've already let that go. Everybody knows how old I am now. But I still look cute. I can't help it. Did you see that thing on TikTok, Cynthia? I don't know if I sent it to you. I might have, where that guy, he gets on TikTok and he's like, women over 50, stop wearing foundation. You look horrible. And he's going on and on about women in their 50s wearing makeup. They shouldn't, because it gets all in the cracks of their thing and it looks horrible. But what?
In their wrinkles?
Yeah, he's like, and you shouldn't be wearing it. He's like, and contact him. He'll show you. He's like, put moisture. And his tone was so off. So immediately when you see a TikTok like that, you just go to the comments because you know what you're going to see.
Right.
Women in their 50s are like, and women in their 20s, I can't wait till I'm 50 to wear as much foundation as I want. And I was cracking up because I was like, I need to get me some heavy foundation and no more Botox. I need to get it in the cracks because who the hell is this man screaming at people? Here's the thing. His advice would have been so much better had he had a different tone. I don't know if it was necessary because I don't know why men are telling women what to wear and not wear, you know what I mean? But whatever. Hello, Tony. Right when we're getting off, I thought you were going to be on with what's his name? I thought you guys were going to be on at 5 or something.
I don't know what happened. Let me see if this thing's going to work.
Oh, I think it's working. I think we can hear you and you're just whispering.
Yeah.
Oh, it is working? Oh, okay, good.
Oh, it's working good.
Yeah, I hear you very clear.
So did Cynthia stop by over the weekend? Is that what happened?
Just keep adding to it. Because you know I'm going to hear some craziness about this all night. Okay.
No, but so we'll talk some more so we can hear your lovely voice.
You're going to. Just had a trying afternoon, evening. Pretty trying.
Oh, what? I'm just messing with you, but you doing okay? Or what happened? You want to share or not?
Actually, I came off of a Zoom meeting I had That was business. And when I finished, I was actually like sitting down and went through my Facebook and saw one of my old supervisors died from my other job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That took a minute. And when I told you, like, can I use the bathroom? I was actually like washing my hands or whatever, trying to clean up a little bit afterwards. And Jason was going to sleep. So I was trying to get everything situated. That's disgusting. That's just gross. That's just.
You could mute us. You didn't have to keep us out.
I'm not going to sit here and be on mute. What am I going to show for?
You know what? Is it me or does he not sound amazing?
It sounds really clear.
And can I tell you, Tony, you know how much time, look at half the time when you're on the show, I don't use you on my podcast because it's too much work for me to fix you. So I just don't, I usually.
You have to fix me. I'm great as I am.
I knew that was coming.
We're talking about your
wide open.
No, I'm just saying, like, it sounds so much better with the mic. Is this your first time using it? I mean, on the show today, but you've been using it.
I came on the show to use it. Yes.
Well, Cynthia, thank you for assisting Tony D with his mic issues.
I've actually listened to the replay and I sounded fine.
No, you don't understand. On the replay, well, first of all, because you're hearing yourself. Mm-hmm. You're listening to yourself, so you hear what you think you want to hear.
No, I watch the show as well. Sometimes I'll be listening on the side.
Now listen to me. You gonna let me finish? Okay, let me finish. Other people who don't know you, don't know your voice or whatever, have complained to me like, we can't hear that other guy. Who's that other guy? And they're listening to you on the podcast.
The other guy, my name's right there. What's up, Donald?
He's so crazy. So I'm just saying, it's not, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just better with look at, I'm just glad we're done with this. It's just taken how long? A year.
It's not taking that long.
I've been saying this for about a year. What?
We'll check the replays. We'll look this.
Oh my God, you're so silly. So is your weekend going to be better?
Yeah, I'm going to be fine. It just kind of surprised me. I got my son for the weekend. I was actually putting him to bed. When I sent you that crazy mail, I was like, let me just type something crazy because I know she's going to say something anyway. But I was putting him to bed, got him situated, cleaned up a little bit, jumped up here.
Because, here's the thing. I am happy to invite anybody who wants to come on the show. Like Chris Gales, I love him. He is actually playing live, I think, right now, too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy to invite anybody to come on the show. The thing is, I don't want to force people. Like, I send the invites. I don't want people to feel pressured. So I'm always like, so I was just asking you because last week you were supposed to be on and I canceled the show because I was just not feeling great. So that's why I
understand why. That's a tacky situation. I've heard about it more than once. I think I went through it one time unintentionally.
But what are you talking about?
What happened with you in Aruba?
Oh, Aruba. Yeah. I was just tired last week though, but yeah. Oh, you went through that too?
No, I listened to it, but I think I went through it one time. Yes.
Yeah.
And that is a painstaking issue. You'll be fighting them for months if you don't get everything like totally sanitized, decontaminated, fumigated, ionized, radiation treatment, all of that. You got to do all that. They don't
itchy right now.
I know. Look, it's okay. So we're talking about bed bug bites. Here's the thing bed bugs can last for a whole year in your home without feeding. People don't know this.
I've read that. I heard you when you said that.
So, and I am now the queen of bed bugs. So if anybody is traveling and wants to know anything, I have researched it all. When I got back, thank God, I was so tired. I got back at like 2 a.m. and I didn't bring my bags and I left them at the front of the door. And then I went and took a shower and I went to bed. That is a blessing because I was so tired. Because usually you would take your suitcase and you'd unpack it and then the next morning, I started seeing all the blisters, and it was just ridiculous. But my client,
wow!
Oh my God, yeah, I don't know if I wore a turtleneck one day on the show here, but after I came back from Aruba, my arms were all bleeding from scab. It was disgusting.
You posted pictures of the bumps.
Yeah. What? You saw some of the pictures, right?
Yeah,
I put some pictures on the blog post, right? So, but here's the thing. One of my clients sent their housekeepers over the following morning, quickly. And they cleaned inside out. They vacuumed everything. I threw out stuff. Hi, Kimmy Callie. Yeah, bed bug bites ain't no joke.
Kimmy Callie, how you doing?
Yeah. And so we've done everything we can, but even when I called like the what do you call them? The pest control people, excuse me. I start to stutter when I get really frustrated, but they even said they would come out and do an analysis, but it would be fine to wait because I had just gotten back. You know what I mean? So I'm mad because I threw away, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Tony's going to throw out the bougie word, but I don't care. I threw away $3,000 worth of luggage that I just bought.
You threw it out?
I did.
I didn't say she did. How come you ain't mad at her?
I know, because even though I vacuumed it out or whatever, they're cloth and they can live there and you can't really see them. So the reason why I could see them when Joanne and I opened up the bedspread, that's why we saw, it's because it had finished feeding on me. So bed bugs tend to be really flat and almost clear looking, like white.
You use a black light.
Yeah, because I always carry a black light in the hotel with me.
Listen, after
Now
you
I
told me this
will.
situation, I bought a black light pen, and I've been going around my house looking at everything
Really?
like, there's dust here. We got to clean this. Like, I've been going
I'm
crazy.
not that crazy. Well, here's the thing. Look at, I never had this. I never had this situation happen. Yeah. You know what, Kimmy, so they do say you can spray it down with alcohol, whatever, but I was in such a panic and so paranoid, I decided to just throw them out. And Joanne threw away hers too. Like, what, Tony?
How come y'all didn't change rooms?
Well, we didn't. First of all, we didn't know. They didn't offer to change the room for us. And they were trying to say they were bugs from the lanai, from the garden. They said that we had opened up the patio doors and the bugs came in. Now, the interesting part about that is the bugs came in, jumped over Joanne's bed, I guess, and came into mine. We weren't thinking about it. It wasn't. I've never had this. Look it. I stay at
I believe you. I
for a
believe you.
reason. But bed bugs can be anywhere. By the way, they can be anywhere. So the problem for me wasn't that there was issues with bed bugs or plumbing or whatever. My issue was the lying and the bullshitting and the not saying to us, oh my God, we're so sorry. Let's move you immediately. So yeah, I did a whole podcast about it. I don't want to dredge it up again, but I'm fine.
I listened to it while I was driving to work one morning. You should be a lawyer.
I should have been some that made a lot more money.
The whole thing, all of that elaboration and specification and emphasis. And
do you know why I did it? Do you know why I did it?
I know exactly why you did it for other people.
I did it for other people, but also because I sent it to the consulate and I sent it to because I don't trust that the hotel is going to do anything. Right? So here's the thing. I wasn't even asking to be reimbursed. I wasn't asking for nothing. I was asking them because Joanne and Mary, they have non-refundable rooms they booked in November or October or something because they're going out there with their husbands for a week. Well, I'm not going, but it's already done.
It was them, y'all. I wouldn't go.
But here's the thing. Here's the point. My point was upgrade them, do something, show me that you are, but they didn't do that. And I think the hotel is, anyway, I don't want to talk about it because my point is the reason why I did all that elaboration was yes, for other people, but also so that hopefully somebody will do something to make sure that doesn't happen to somebody else ever again. Because like I said in the letter is, I'm fine. I have the money, the means. I have great clients who were helpful. Let me take the days off. When I came, I had been off already for 2 weeks and I was able to take 3 days off to just feel, you know what I mean? Because I was so blistered up. And so I worked from home. I don't have children, you know what I mean? So it's easy for me. Mario, how you doing?
Now I'm going to ask you a real ridiculous question.
No, it's okay.
Are you sure they were bed bugs and not something else?
No, I'm positive. My mother's, I'm positive they're bed bugs.
Got you.
They're not anything else. They were exactly that. And I also know, and here's what the hotel is so stupid about. Cynthia, you know this about me. I have the phone numbers. I'm in touch on WhatsApp with all the housekeepers in Aruba.
I would go stay at a Holiday Inn Express after that trip.
Well, they were, look at, I don't want them to lose their jobs. And if they do, I'm going to be pissed. You know what I mean? Because they did not say anything or nothing, whatever. But there's no way, now that I know what bed bugs are, there's no way the hotel didn't know. It doesn't even matter, right? It doesn't even matter. The whole lie to begin with was the bugs came in from the garden, jumped over a bed, and somehow
were looking for you. They knew it was coming.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I attract all kinds, clearly.
You want somebody to send them up.
Somehow I'm being blamed again. No, just kidding. So, but yeah.
They said, well, we heard spicy carbons here. We can't wait to chew on that.
Bougie. Spicy.
He got the flavor.
Yeah.
Let me tell you though, bed bug bites are for real. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. And I said this part too. This is why I'm upset about it. Had I known there was someone to blame me, right? If I had not been so sunburned, because that first day I went out and I got so sunburned, even though I had tons of suntan lotion on or whatever it is. If I had not been so sunburned, I would have seen it. And here's where the problem is. Most people don't know this, but I carry an EpiPen and I have a medical bracelet.
You said that. I heard it.
I would have thought that was an allergic reaction to something, and I would have done an EpiPen and I would have been sent to the hospital. But because I was so sunburned, I didn't see anything and I was scratching and I was like, man, I put on everything. Why? But I was scratching because I had been bitten so badly. The first night I got there. So I'm glad I didn't do the whole Epi thing, but you see what I'm saying? Red cup.
yeah, I caught that.
It's a red cup. This is water. I'm not drinking.
And for people that don't know, tell them how cheap they're not. EpiPens are.
They're not. They're like $660. Although I have insurance, so it was like $400 or something. So, and you have to carry two. because you have to do the first injection and then you call an ambulance or you inject yourself a second time before the ambulance gets there because it's only preventative for, a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. And let's talk about how expensive an ambulance ride would be.
Ugh.
And a hotel, a hospital in another country. Child, this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
yeah. I'm really mad at the hotel because they didn't handle this well and they could have done something to at least show that they cared, but they don't give a shit. And then Cynthia, you noticed on the TripAdvisor post that I did that the manager did not write that. Yeah, the owner, it wasn't. It's their social media, but that's why you pay for a good social media person because they go in and you'll go in and look at any bad review. It's kind of the same template that they write. That's just smart on their part to respond quickly, whatever. But anyways, yeah, whatever. Don't go to Barcelo Hotel in any country that they have hotels. That's all I'm saying. Because if it happens here for such a little thing, how do they, again, it's really easy to be a great hotel when things are fine. What kind of hotel and customer service are you when things go bad? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, I think Joanne would say this. I was totally chill about the whole thing till they started not being good about it. You know what I mean? Like till they stopped trying to make it better.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's probably not going to do anything, but I feel like I've done everything I can.
Do you feel better?
Because I've done everything I can, or you mean just in general?
Just for getting it out.
No, because I still don't think they're going to, I don't think it's going to change anything. I hope it helps some family or person who decides, you know what, maybe I'll stay at a different.
And I love the fact that you say that. You're thinking about people who come after you who have more responsibilities or more people or more obligations. They don't have the freedom that you have. I like how you did say that. It is a messed up situation. Other countries, you'll have things happen that may not necessarily be what you wanted to be. That's why I asked you, were you sure that's what they were?
Oh, yeah.
Because you was down in the tropics. There's all types of everything growing down there.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's not even their fault. That's just nature.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. What I wasn't fine with was them not moving us right away, and the lie. Like, again, it goes back to the lie. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, no, I just, so I feel better that I've done all I can do. Mm-hmm. I'm sad that I've spent so much money, but it's only money. I'll get new suitcases. I already got one.
The thing that upsets me
is Briggs and Riley, huh?
The thing that upsets me is that you were so looking forward to this. It was supposed to be a good, memorable experience, and now it's been tarnished because people have horrible customer service, did not bend over backwards to make sure that you were okay and satisfied and happy. They don't even give a crap, apparently.
They don't care. You're right. And, Joanne had mentioned, it was a good trip, though, but it wasn't a good trip. Like, because I can't, I'm not thinking, like every time I think about Aruba now, that's what I think about. So until I go back to Aruba, I'm not going, Tony, what are you saying? You're like, what? I'm
trying not to interrupt, but I'm vocalizing. Cynthia hears me. Me and her good.
Oh, go ahead. You guys are good. Okay, you guys have your own
I don't know what happened when she went to his house, but to bring the mic.
I was a married woman. Stop that. She did not come to my house. And me and you got to talk about that Marvel. I didn't know what they said.
All right. I'm finna do a video about that myself.
That's so funny. That's good. You in trouble now, Cynthia. So we give out your address so people know where to email you.
And it makes me mad too because, like, let's say 10 years from now, somebody goes to Carmen and says Aruba. Instead of good time, she's gonna think bed bugs.
But here's the best part. I am gonna go back to Aruba. Now I have some friends in Aruba. You know what I'm talking about? And when I go, we're going to have dinner and I've gotten some ideas of where to actually stay. Right? I told you whose numbers I have, so you kind of can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So, and I think it's kind of cool too, like, because they speak so many different languages. So I speak to them in Spanish because it's easier, so that's been kind of cool to, like, I think that's what makes me happy is
the connections.
Yeah, the connections, So I just want to say something about the suitcases because I know you're like $3,000. They're Brig. Okay, so I'm going to explain this to you because I think this is exactly indicative of the point. So because I travel like everyone else, I've always bought my stuff at Target or it's not Target. That's a lie. I don't go to Target. Walmart. It's not. Is it Kmart? No, there's another one.
Kmart's closed.
Which one?
Kmart's closed. You got Walmart, Target, Ross,
Target, and
Burlington.
No. There's another one. Okay, it doesn't even matter where. It's not Target though, but it's right here on the corner and it's something else. Okay, it's going to come to me. Anyways, it's like a Target and a Kmart. It's one of those. Anyway, my point is I always used to get my luggage there because they always have name brands like the second, you know what I mean? But they're much cheaper.
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx, that's it.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what's around your area.
Yeah, TJ
I
Maxx.
said Marshalls. That's close.
That was
Marshalls.
the other one I forgot. Appreciate it.
Right, TJ Maxx. Okay, so but the problem is, I'll go travel, whatever, and then a broken handle, blah blah blah, whatever. So you have to buy a new one, or you have to get it fixed. Which I never get it fixed because I'm like, it's going to cost me $50 to get it fixed. I'll just buy a new one for $62. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
Okay, fine. No big deal. So when Cynthia and I talked last year, we talked about traveling every year, going somewhere fabulous, whatever. I made the commitment for myself, and we're going to Scotland and Ireland next year. We're still going, bed bugs and all, no, but we're still going. Yeah, we're going next year, right?
Okay.
It's
I thought it was
2025.
2025. Okay.
I mean, I'm traveling in June again somewhere, and I'm going somewhere else in September, but that's not the big trip. I'm going to have one big trip every year for like 2 weeks. I decided I'm going to invest in really good luggage, and here's why. Briggs & Riley is one of the top brand bougie luggage. But here's the thing, anything happens to it, like it breaks or it rips or whatever, you send it back. It's a lifetime warranty and they fix it.
That's worth every damn dime.
And that's right. And it's monogrammed with your initial. It's very what's just PLS. What?
Question.
Yeah.
So instead of throwing them away, why didn't you just break a handle and then send it back?
Because I don't want to spread bed bugs. Because you know why? That's not who I am. The problem isn't that anything happened to it. It's I couldn't tell if I had gotten it. And look, I probably over exaggerated. I did vacuum it out and I did do the alcohol, whatever. But it was something in me was like, but what if it's sitting in there in my closet with my clothes? And then I took my clothes on and then it goes in the bed. I was like, because that's what, look at the bed bug bites are one thing. It's the cycle. I can't tell you how many nights, even the other night, I wake up in the middle of the night because I'm looking to see if there's any bugs.
Yeah. I would have got one of them foggers and put it in the bag and closed it.
Well, I did. I bought a bed thing I bought a cover that you zip it and it keeps them in, but it's still in your, it's in your head. It's still there. Like it's the psychological thing that is really the fucked up part with the
I know a bunch of y'all think I'm crazy, but that's how crazy I would have went. This stuff itching. I don't know where it is. We'll put one of them big old foggers from the Walmart or whatever. Let the thing go, put it in the bag and let it sit there.
Right.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. My microwave.
Just die, right. But you see, like, so that's why I got rid of the suitcases because I didn't want to spread it to anybody else.
That is so beautiful.
Because somebody said to me, "Why don't you give it to the Salvation Army?" I'm like, "What? What is wrong with you people?"
You
know, like, "Whoa, let me give it to somebody." So
they're like, "Oh, girl, I got a deal on these suitcases. Oh, they're really good." I don't know why.
Okay, here's the thing about bed bugs: they don't go in your hair. They don't, because I would be bald right now because I would have cut my hair. But they don't go on the hair follicles because what they want is fatty. What did she call it? Sweet meat, right? They want the blood. They're sucking blood from you, so they don't go. Let me tell you, I was like, like with my hair. Hi, Michael. My friend went to an Airbnb in Canada and he had bed bugs all over his bald head. At 3 a.m., he got his money back. Oh,
good. Glad he did.
Oh.
Came out looking like Ocean's 12.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
It was 11, 12, or 13. I forgot which one that was. That was horrible.
No, so now I'm going to treat going to hotels very differently, though, too. Like now I know not to bring my suitcases in first, to leave them in the hallway.
You said, don't put them on the bed. I was sitting there laughing. I said,
don't put them on the bed.
I put them, yeah, you said that on your blog. Because I normally put it on top of the comfort. I just sit there and wait.
No, take all the corners out because they like to wait in the corners and they wait for the heat of the body and then they come onto the bed because they feel your body heat. So look on all the corners. Yeah. Okay. So here's the other thing. So Cynthia, you're doing this, right? Here's the funny part. I was trying to figure out, I am the lightest sleeper you'll ever meet. Anything, a bird tweets, I'm awake. You know what I mean? Like anything, a creak, anything. I'm not a heavy sleeper at all. So I was trying to figure out, how did all these bed bugs bite me? Like, how did it happen? Because
they were quiet.
It's not that they were quiet, but here's why I think the world is so fascinating. Like, when they bite you, they also inject you with part of their whatever saliva, whatever it is, and it's like antiseptic, so you don't. It's like a numbing thing.
What's up, Mike? Yeah, I see it is a attack strategy.
And so you don't feel it, and you don't feel it for days later because then it becomes it feels like a mosquito bite. But then they're in clumps, so they seem to be in 3 clumps for some reason.
You are making everybody's skin crawl. You know that, right?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like over here, like, oh.
Michael, they do have like an attack strategy. It's crazy, but so it was all over my arms. It was all over my thighs, my inner thighs, my legs, my ankles for real, under here and here. They didn't touch hair. Thank God the girls were safe. I don't know. Thank God, girls. But yeah, it was. And what made it worse is because I was scratching. I didn't know. Had I known, like that's the other thing. Had you known, you could have gotten some antiseptic, right? Which is like the cream that I got. I got a prescription, but I could have gotten that immediately and put it on. Well, it is what it is. So that made it worse. I was scratching. Then they got bloody. They got bigger. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you brought it up. I was trying not to bring it up.
We should make the day you went National Bedbug Awareness Day.
Actually, we should do that, Rick. Let's put that on the calendar. Let's do that. That's hilarious. Let's do it the day I actually did the letter and sent it. I think that might be better, right? You know what I mean? Let's put that on a
I can't make this up. I can't.
Special shout out to this particular hotel.
I think we're going to do that. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I got a national day for everything else. Why not?
National Bedbug Day, right? National Bedbug Awareness Day. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Okay, will you put it on a calendar for me? Oh, can you email me? I think that's a good thing. It'll be funny.
You two are honest.
We'll bring other people on who've had bedbug problems, like Michael's friend with the.
I'm gonna start a Facebook group. Therapy. Yes. Have you had bed bugs? Let's hear your story.
Let's hear your story. We're here to support you.
Yes.
We'll be like, I've been bitten by bed bugs, and it's been 1 year. It'll start like a whole.
I used to have bed bugs.
All about the bugs.
All about the bed bugs. Yeah.
I used to have bed bugs, so I burnt my house down.
Start like a 12-step program and shit.
And they still survive.
Right? Like
you know what? Thank you for making me laugh about it, because I think I needed to kind of just giggle about it because it's been so depressing. So thank you, because that's really funny. Where is Ted? I thought he was going to be on.
He was supposed to come on earlier. He didn't come on. I'm assuming he's probably going to come on tonight.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He's been busy, so we just, like I said, I just took it back. He'll plan something to come up. I'll plan something to come up. I actually had to go by myself a couple times, just do a couple things here and there. I plan on coming on tomorrow.
Are you doing your DJ thing? Or are you going to chit chat?
I got a couple of meetings I got to do tomorrow, again, virtual. So I got to see how the day goes, but I plan on doing something tomorrow. If not, definitely Saturday.
So tomorrow night, you're going to do a show?
I just might.
I was just listening to Prince. Well, at first I was listening to Mary J. Blige when we started, just to bring this full circle as we close out. Mm-hmm. But I was just messing with whatever. I didn't know Cynthia was on. You know what I mean? I was just kind of just on here. And I was listening to Mary J. Blige. What song was it?
Sweet Thing.
Sweet Thing.
Oh, have mercy.
Don't you know you're my everything? And then after that, it was Prince. Right, Prince's version where he doesn't even sing; it's just the audience.
Oh, Prince is the original version. That's why I think Mary J was.
No. It's I think it's Shaka Khan, isn't it? It's Shaka Khan who did the original.
Yeah,
I think it's maybe not Shaka Khan, but no, they're just singing it. Do you want to listen? They won't let me, right?
YouTube with it. I should do a Prince marathon on the other platform. I think it took me 3 hours.
Oh,
and I wasn't even halfway done. I was not even halfway. I was like, good God, I'm tired.
Because Prince is just the whole album. You just put the album on, right? And listen.
No, I didn't do a whole album. I just did certain hits of a song.
What's your favorite Prince song? It's just too hard. There's so many.
No, damn good question.
Lover?
I think I'm going to start with...
Hey, Mario, Shaka Khan and Rufus. Yes, the original. That's right.
I think I'm going to start with The Question of You, Mountains, For the Tears in Your Eyes.
Old school. My favorite album actually is Diamond and Pearls. You know his album?
Yeah, that's not my favorite album.
It's my favorite because of when it kind of came out and who I was with and just like memories that I had.
Well, Purple Rain had everybody.
Diamonds and Pearls.
When I got his B-side CD, which was a triple CD, when I heard Sometimes It Snows in April, For the Tears in Your Eyes, I never heard him before, and they actually caught me. But he's got a lot of, I Like Money Don't Matter Tonight. My first song that I ever did like by him was Delirious, and then Controversy, and then Let's Go Crazy.
And Little Red Corvette was one of my favorites too.
Little Red Corvette. We did a video to that when I was in high school when I went to Votech.
Really?
Yeah, we was wild, man.
Let's Go Crazy is good though too. Let's Go Crazy.
Did somebody have an actual Red Corvette?
No, what we did, we just kind of we produced our own music videos and our own talk shows and everything. That's why I enjoyed it so much. We did this in high school, and a bunch of us really wanted to do something for real with it. But I'm only in touch with one of those guys in the class now, and we always trying to pull them videos up because we was putting some stuff together. Our teacher, he had nothing to do. We would just come in, class would start. He didn't have nothing to say, but yeah, I could. Prince has a lot of classics. To me, I never liked every album except for Purple Rain because I heard it so much.
Purple Rain, I mean, is like
a big one.
It's just a genius album, right?
Yeah, I didn't like the whole album, but he had a bunch of songs. And
but wait. There are only certain albums that I can listen to from beginning to end without.
Agreed. Exactly. That's why I said whole album.
Purple Rain is one of them, and Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That from beginning to end, those
Women
are my
love that CD, and I like definitely that song she did with Zion hit me, and then I like Lost Ones, but a lot of the other ones I got time
to Bit Street. Go ahead, Mario.
Yeah. You had Little Red Corvette.
Whoa.
You had Little Red Chevette.
I got a Little Red Corvette.
Chevette.
Oh,
Chevette. Little Red Chevette.
Go ahead, girl. That was funny. She's so cute.
But definitely, I love Mountains. Mountains was my jam.
Yeah.
Mountains was my jam.
But here's the thing. The thing that's amazing about Prince, and I know he's passed away, so we always put people up on a pedestal, but
I forgot about Adore. I'm sorry. Adore goes down in history.
Which one is that?
Adore. You got to play it.
Okay. I'll know it. I think the thing about him is it doesn't matter that he passed away. I mean, it matters, but whether he was dead or alive, he was always seen as a genius. And some people didn't realize that, but those of us who know music or listen to any kind of music, you couldn't take that away. That's like taking away something from Dolly Parton. Like I've always known who Dolly Parton was, even though I don't listen to her music at all. You know what I mean? But so I feel like that was Prince too. He was just
Prince. He played every instrument, every song he did.
Oh, he was so good.
He was able to play every instrument, every
Just
song.
The fact that he can play every instrument puts him at another level right there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Sweet Thing. If you put it in YouTube, Sweet Thing. Prince live. There's a couple of them, but the one that's live where he's not in London, he's live and he just starts playing. He doesn't sing one word. The audience is singing it, and it is so amazingly perfect. I love it. Like I want to play it, but I don't want them to ban.
Yeah, they're gonna flag when he did America in France, because I played that video a lot.
Yeah,
like 10, 15 minutes, I think, and I didn't see it till after he passed. I was like, oh my God,
really?
Yeah, I never saw it till he passed away, and I rocked it for like a month. I'll be in the house. Good God. But
you know what's so interesting about Prince? I mean, he was so tiny. So I went to his house after he passed away, right? Because you can go tour his house. And by the way, if you go, try to go for the VIP one. They have like 2 levels. Maybe they've changed it now, but you could get a general admission one that does the first floor. But do the upstairs too if they let you do it, because it's amazing. So it's like $100 and something, but it's worth it. But here's the thing, he was so tiny. He was shorter than me. He was 5'3". They have his clothes on display, like on mannequins or whatever, and because they have different themes in every room, so you can go in the Purple Rain room and see like his motorcycle from the film and whatever. But he was so little.
Yeah, he was tiny.
Because it's lifelike, and I'm like, I'm so tall. I'm not.
You would not have beat me in basketball. I wouldn't have had that.
Oh, he beat some people. He was really good at basketball, though, right?
Yeah, they talked about it on the Chappelle show.
He was really good at basketball. I wouldn't mess. You wouldn't mess with Prince.
5'3", you would not beat me in basketball.
I'm just saying, but it's Prince. You would be all like that, bold in front of Prince.
On the court, I'm bold in front of anybody.
Oh, okay.
Win or lose.
Okay. How about with like Barack Obama? Do you think you could beat him?
I'm more worried about Secret Service than I am him.
Okay, all right, fair. What about like Shaq? Would you play Shaq?
I wouldn't beat him.
You wouldn't what?
He's too big and he's too tall. I wouldn't beat him.
Yeah. I love that Shaq came out and said recently that he wished he had spent more time on his 3-pointer shots because he really sucked at that. Like, did you see that? He just recently talked about that.
The Black Album. Was that the one where all the songs were one word?
Turned into Sign of the Times. It was the blueprint for ultimately turned into.
Okay, that came out before. Yeah, Sign of the Times was good. I gotta watch that movie too. I still haven't watched that movie.
So wait, so you wouldn't play Shaq? No, he could beat you.
Yeah, he could beat me.
Okay, but Prince could. I think Prince could beat you. I'm sorry. I think
people that are shorter than me, I don't.
I don't think it has to do. Look at. I think people would say that Prince was more man than most men. You know what I mean? That he was this little dude. I wouldn't put it past him that he was good. I think he was really good at basketball.
They said he was great. Everybody said he could play ball, and I get it. He'll move around, whatever. But I'm a little bit of a defensive type of guy on the court. I can also do a little bit of offense. I like to just get there, and I'm gonna stop your shot.
Are you like who's Muggsy Bogues? Why do I remember him being short?
Muggsy Bogues was short too. He was under 6 feet and he could dunk. It was him and Spud Webb. They were two of the shortest people in the NBA that could dunk, and they were in the dunk contest. So
wasn't there a guy on the Celtics that was short too?
Recently or back in the day?
Back in the day.
Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webb were the two guys.
You're talking about Danny. What's his name? Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge?
Danny Ainge he was probably shorter, right? Or he was.
Welcome to Late Night Parents, everyone.
Okay, you got to be kind of impressed that I'm throwing out all these names, Tony. Come on, you got to be. I do love sports, but not the way you guys talk about it. You guys talk about wrestling too much because it's wrestling. I don't care about wrestling.
It's not always wrestling.
Yeah, but it's all that. Although I do love him. I do love JoJo. Okay, Rick, that was good, boo. All right, look, we're at the 1 hour 30 mark. We're going to jump off. I'm so sorry.
I was going to say one more thing. It was really funny to me because I had a flashback. I think it was Jamie Foxx on In Living Color when he imitated Prince. He was like, oh, and he had the butt sticking out and the pants, the holes in the pants. I was like, oh my God, please stop.
Muggsy Bogues was only 5'3".
Yes, he was 5'3", and Spud Webb was short like that too.
So you think you could have beaten Muggsy Bogues?
Yeah.
I don't think. Okay, I guess we're not going to know. Someday we'll have to put you up against somebody who's 5'3".
In my younger days, yeah.
Now we've changed it a little bit.
I couldn't play basketball at his age right now. He's got aches and pains like I do.
Yeah, she can do it.
He's only is he maybe a year older than me?
So you're really that good of a basketball player? Okay.
No, I just played street ball a lot. I did. I would always go out there and play with everybody.
That's the best.
Which was the lies.
lies.
It was not a problem for me to get out there, whether you were the best or not. You just had to get out there and play. Most guys got on teams.
Street ball is the whole point.
Yeah, I got out there. I just went out there. I would play. There's nothing for me to run up and down the court, chase you, try to block a shot, get in your way, stop you, all that. I do all that. I can do all that. No problem. I just wasn't a superstar, but I'm probably gonna get a double-double in the game.
It's so funny. All right, so I'm going to say thank you. You know what? I'm starting to I'm having so much fun though, but I just don't want to edit all this. And now your mic is so good. It's going to be easy.
I know you can hear him clearly.
Right? He thinks I'm being mean, but it's true.
Yeah.
I'll listen to the replay. No problem.
It's not about you listening to the replay. You didn't think there was a problem before.
No, I didn't, because I would hear myself. I would listen. I always rewatch the broadcast some more, and I'll hear how I sound. I always judge myself, and the audio will come across fine.
But you know what you said, so there's never going to be times like, wait, what did I say? You know.
No, I listen to all conversations because a lot of times I'm driving, so I'm
He's
distracted.
not going to get it. Doesn't matter. He's in defense mode, so he's in this. He's got it. You got to hear this. You got to hear this and see how clear it is, and listen to the old one. Again, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just I think it would be the same if none of us had a mic. Because there's a distance that's too far away and it's not picking it up. But it doesn't matter. You got one. I think I know the
difference because Rick has a mic and I always hear his broadcast, how clear he sounds when he comes in. So I get that.
Okay. All right.
Because he always goes, we're going to pray for this person here. We're going to pray for this. Father, we're going to pray for that. I'm like, yeah, that's Rick. See, Rick, I watch.
Okay. Hold on. Since we do imitations, you can find me at Tony D. That's what he always does.
And that's exactly right. Tony D. Blah, blah, blah. Exactly.
It does not sound like that. Stop it.
Okay, here's the thing, because it's so hard. Okay, let me see if I remember where you're at. You're on Linktree. I don't know. At
Tony D. Original?
No, Tony D. Original?
Or is it original?
What?
Is it Aboriginal? I'm just kidding.
I can tell everybody all about the Joy podcast, Carmen Lizeth, CarmenLizeth.com, Carmen Suarez, but she can't remember Tony D. Damn Original.
It's Tony D. Damn Original. See, I just messed it up.
You just missed one word in there. That's what it was.
Original, right? Mm-hmm. But it's actually not Tony D. Original. It's Linktree Tony D. Original.
Yes.
Okay. Got it, everybody. Find him there. Find Rick at rickcosta.com. rickcosta.com. Cynthia, where can people find you, my sweet?
Deadbodies.org.
She's like right here, all about the joy. That's why I'm here.
Cynthia is at deadbodies.org. Wow.
So look at in a few weeks I'm going to update the website. We're going to have swag. I've been working on that too. We're going to have swag, and I will have little bios for everybody who's been on the show, and then it'll be easy. People can just go to All About the Joy to find you all and click over, because that's the least I can do for people who are always on the show. So everyone,
thank you. You're wearing something right now, aren't you?
Yeah, but this is not available yet, so we don't want to promote anything. Yeah. We're not going to promote it yet because no one can buy it yet. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping by again. I really appreciate you. We'll be here again next week. Please check us out on the podcast and the live stream next week. Mario, praise the Lord.
Thank you to the person that's going to dislike this video. You are helping us. Thank you for disliking the video.
We appreciate, you know what? I would like to see a lot more dislikes. You're right. I just got a notification the other day about YouTube, and you are absolutely right, Rick. Everybody should be disliking it, so we appreciate it.
Melanie.
Don't let the bed bugs bite. Melanie. Bye, everyone. Remember, it's all about the joy. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. All About the Joy. Be better and stay beautiful, folks. Have a sweet day.